Hey guys, it's Sam. Just wanted to make a pretty quick video about what it is to be a trans activist and ways you can go about being a trans activist or like different kind of guidelines for doing it. Really trying to make notes on this, but I'm just gonna keep going and see how it goes and whatever. So I got involved with activism about a year ago. But then again, kind of being on this channel in the first place is very much education, and I would see education activism very similar. I think they're very similar things. Being involved in activism as a trans guy is quite a big step. You want to have your face out there. You want to be sure that being open about your gender identity is something that you want. But like, there's ways to be activists in other ways than to show your face. But showing your face is something pretty powerful. I've done radio interviews and I've been working on a TV documentary that's going to be coming out in November. So I don't really have the choice of being closeted anymore. One of the things about me that people find out pretty soon after getting to know me is that I'm trans and that I spend an awful lot of time working for trans rights. Like, being trans isn't the biggest part of that, it's the working for trans rights that I want people to know. So, as an activist, my first thing is to try and educate people who have no idea what being trans is. So, in college, I do that quite a lot. I kind of have been educating the welfare officer in my university for the past few months, and hopefully he's got an idea now on what it is to be trans and how to support trans students. To try and explain to people why gender neutral bathrooms are important. That's one of the biggest things about being a trans activist in college, things like that, like why it's important that there are processes in place for students to be able to change their names on campus, and things like that simply. Like that simple. It's very much making it easier for trans people to go about their business without having to promote, where it's a choice rather than something that's implied. So what I would do is I would attend, if there's a rally at all in Ireland, which there rarely is, I would attend them. Any pride parades I go to, I wear a trans flag, and very much open about my gender identity and things like pride, and also like in different articles I do or conversations with people, and I like being able to talk to people about my gender myself rather than telling other people telling them. So that works both ways. I can tell someone my story and they see it as a very human aspect of being trans. Like, they find it a lot easier to deal with rather than the sensations. But about independent music. Sorry. Yeah. So basically, make sure that you know how much of your identity you want to reveal, whether you want to keep your surname private, which is what I've done. Anything I've done outside college, my surname has been private. But that's more from the family and everyone else I was doing interviews with, rather than myself. I have no problem being open. Someday I'd love to have that as what I do most of the time, is talk about gender and whatever as a job. That would be so much fun. Like, that would literally be one of the best things I could ever work as. So yeah, I mean, being trans is something that can be celebrated. It's something that you have the power to change a lot of people's lives by just talking to people, talking on national levels, talking on regional levels, and just being open. I run a trans support group now, And like even that, like if you don't want to get your name out there, you don't have to. You can still support people without having to be the really open activist. There are so many ways to do it. But if you do want to be an activist, be aware that people know your name, and if with a name like mine, my surname is very unique. So with a name like mine, people find out my name, then they can find out where I live. Pretty easily, they will find out where I live and on my phone number or wherever from the yellow pages. So that is scary, and it's something that I've had to think a lot about before it's been very public. But also, I'm not public about some things and public about other things. I don't talk about certain surgeries and whatever on radio or in articles, and I won't ever say my first name. And that's a really important thing for me, is to never say my first name. Uh, yeah. And also with the TV crews around, I've been like, you can film this photo and you can film that photo, but you can't film this, or this. And that was very much like rules that were very strict and very much, yeah, you can't use that image, you can use this image, but you can't use that image. So yeah, being a trans person, being public, just think about it. Think about it before you go ahead. There's so many rewards from it too. So many rewards from being able to be yourself and to talk about your identity without really having an issue with what people think of you. Not caring what people think, not caring about the bad stuff. And making people go, oh, right, this isn't somebody trying to manipulate me, it's somebody who is really in a sticky situation and is just looking for us. I hope that helped in some way for anyone who's thinking of doing activism. But as to where to look to your local trans or local trans organization, LGBT organization, and just get involved with them, and they'll point you in the right direction. My life, not working this week, which is really nice. But yeah, not really doing anything this week. I might be going away this weekend. I'm gonna start back up in college, helping out with the first years coming in next week, and then the week after I start back into classes, and I have an awful lot of classes, which is pretty scary. But yeah, I thought to make another video, which was cool. And if you have any questions or comments on what I've said, or disagree with me, or agree with me, put it in the comments below. See you soon. I hope next week. See you soon. I might even put up another video this week.